Yeah. This Saturday, there is an installation of RC Celebrate where I'm managing. I would like to take this opportunity to invite the members. We can join in. It's not a joining in, it's a live ceremony. It is a tea party in a garden in Parkland. I'll be sharing the poster very, very soon. So you can just come and have a good time. It's a very new club. They are 2 years old. They are 1 year old. So when they hear of a club which is 7 years, they think we are dinosaurs and we know everything. So guys, join in so that we can have fun. It's a garden party.
Okay, thank you so much for that invitation. Any other announcement?
Mr. President.
Yes, please, Jeff.
Okay, good evening, everyone. My announcement basically regards the upcoming inauguration. I heard you earlier on saying you can't wait to leave the hot seat. But mine is just to reiterate what the poster says. I think everyone has seen the poster which I sent in the group. And just to remind everyone that the inauguration is still on, and we intend it to be, you know, like more of a social, a get together, you know, for people to come together and just celebrate the turn of the year, the Rotary year, of course. So, and to appeal to everyone to maybe just save the dates, invite a friend, so that we can make the occasion a success. Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you so much, P. Jeff. And this is the last time I'm calling you PE. Next time I'll be calling you Mr. President. So it's exciting.
Yeah.
Any other announcements?
Mr. President, can I go?
Yes, CP Melvis.
Good evening, everybody. My name is CP Melvis from the Rotary Club of Nairobi Gigiri. I have two announcements. One is from the district end year report and handover. There will be a meeting for that on Saturday 26th from 9 a.m. to 11. And the aim of this meeting is that the district team will be handing over to the next officers. So the district DG, Patrick Obad, and DRR, Kennedy Gaia, they'll be handing over and they'll be giving a report on that. Kindly, I'll share the poster. Kindly join in and see what DG's here. And the theme was Rotary Opens Opportunity, how it was that year. The other one is the Rotary Club of Nairobi Gigiri will be having a handover ceremony coming Sunday at 1 p.m. at one of my member, that is our vice president, that's Solomon Munywa. We're inviting you as a mother club, just come and witness how we'll do our handover, so that our installation will be on 7th of August. So we decided to do the handover before, because the year of Rotary starts in July. And we thought maybe by then we would have not done the installation. So we'll be doing the handing over first, then the party happens in 7th of August. You're most welcome. The charges will be only $150. It's a social event to be at home. So you're most welcome to support us. Thank you.
Thank you, CP Melvis. Any other announcement from the officers?
Just one announcement from me, just for recording purposes. Can the person who's identified as Sonko Wahij please sign the registration form with your correct name, so at least we can record that. I'm not sure who that is, and maybe if you're a guest, you can introduce yourself.
Okay, thank you so much, Rotary Anoni, for that. Okay. If there are no more announcements, then we can proceed to the agenda of the day. Today we have a very exciting speaker who is going to talk to us. He's one of us, and he'll also be launching our website. And at this juncture, I will ask Rotarian Noni to invite our guest speaker. And remember, please, to fill in your attendance form on the chat.
Thanks, President Fred. Just clarifying, Sonko Wahipej, are you a guest? Does anyone know who this is?
No, no idea who it is.
No, nobody. Maybe Melvis should be knowing.
No, I don't know that.
Melly, do we have mechanisms of removing somebody who we don't know?
Yes, we do.
Maybe if you unmute them, they can talk. Perhaps they're having a difficulty with that.
Okay. Who's the host on mute them?
Who is our host? The host can actually do that.
Prezo,
Yes.
I have the credentials. So who am I to unmute?
No, unmute Sonko or Hipe. Introduce themselves.
Ko?
Sonko or Hipe.
What does that mean? Oh, a he page. Oh,
Yeah, it's for him to unmute himself. I've given him the right to do so.
Okay. Let's see.
maybe just remove him so he can log in again. Okay, anyway, while Robert deals with that, I'll do his introduction. Okay, so Rotarian Robert Ndungu is a self-proclaimed entrepreneur, economist, historian, CEO, and Taekwondo black belt. All of these titles that Robert holds, I can confirm of all the titles that Robert holds, I can confirm without fear or favor that he is indeed a CEO, and not just a CEO of one company, but of 3, and a founder of 4. Robert is currently the CEO and founder of Suzy Foods, a company that uses farming methods to reduce world hunger, and Suzy Import, a collaboration between Suzy Foods and local fishmongers to find lucrative and
Mute Lillian, please.
sorry. Suzy Imports, a collaboration between Suzy Foods and local fishmongers to find a more lucrative and stable market for their fish. All Capades, a technology-driven data advertising business that links brands with high mileage taxi drivers. He says that he created the platform to help drivers increase their monthly income and for brands to connect and engage with their clients. He's also the founder of Black Beauty, a technology-driven company that connects hairstylists and therapists to their clients. As you can see, Robert is definitely in the tech sector, which gives him, he's well placed in the tech sector, which gives him a really good footing to be able to chat to us today. As an expert in tech and as somebody who's now worked on our website. So Robert, we look forward to hearing from you. The platform is now yours.
Hi, None. Hi, everyone. Actually, CV yangu ina sound vizuri ikimenshoniwa nje. So asante sana, None. You've made it beautiful. As we start, I'd like to ask a volunteer if there's anyone that will want me to inspect their website since I give this talk today. Anyone? I prepared just one. Okay. So I am going to give this talk as I inspect AG, or rather IPPS's website. Let me share my screen. A minute. Is everybody hearing me? Rezo?
Yes, we can.
We can hear you, but we can't see you.
Yes, we can hear you. But we can't see you.
Okay. Let me first share my screen. Can you see my screen?
Yeah, now we can. We can.
Okay, so I forgot to turn it into a PPT, but no problem. So when I talk about SEO, I'm talking it from two perspectives. Part of my side hustle is to rank and rank websites. It's basically whereby you build a website, rank it up, bring traffic, then rent it out for a monthly fee. So that's part of my side hustle. So SEO is something that I know inside and outside. But at the same time, SEO is for you if you prefer to rank your website, get more traffic, and make more money. At the end of the day, it's all about making money. So we'll start. SEO. So SEO basically represents search engine optimization. It's basically the process of optimizing your website to make it more visible to search engines. So in the SEO world, we have a saying that says, if you want to bury a dead body, put it on page 2 of Google, because no one will ever see it. According to research, 75% of users will always, will never scroll past the first page of Google, meaning if you have, let's say, 10,000 people who are looking to buy a shoe, a hiking shoe, then you've lost out on the 10,000 people just because your page is on the second page of Google. Basically, if you have a website and it's not ranking, it does not help you. Because you're better off operating without a website, because you'll only spend money on it and it's not bringing the required traffic. And if that's not bringing the required traffic, then you basically don't make money. So what are the benefits of SEO? I apologize about my PDF presentation, but it still work. So you're assured of high quality website traffic. Let's assume that you're Prezo, you sell Neo Life products. So as Prezo, if you rank on the first page for certain vitamin products, and the product has 1,000 searches online, and it means that you have free 1,000 searches without you having to strain or hassle about it. So basically, it increases your income. If you search on Google yourselves, you realize that whoever comes first, you trust them more than whoever is on the second page of Google or the third first position of Google. You trust them first. So if you run a business, I'm pretty sure you've ever done pay-per-click campaigns. So this is whereby you put an ad on Google. So when someone clicks, you pay Google. So if you run a pay-per-click campaign without having to optimize your site, it's pretty much expensive and do not be of much use to you. So you'll only spend a lot of money without having any return to it. So the fifth point, you basically make more money. Now, as we start, I've tried not to be too much technical, so I hope everybody will understand this. This is the Moore's laws of SEO. How do you rank your page on number 1 on Google? Before we proceed, I want you to understand that there are 3 types of SEO. So we have local SEO. If you're dealing with, let's say, Nairobi, peke yake, Mombasa peke yake, we have regional SEO. Kama you want to target the entire country, Kenya, and you have international SEO, whereby you're targeting the United States of America, you're targeting Canada, you're targeting Uganda, South Africa at the same time. But tonight I'll only deal with regional SEO and local SEO. Now, all of this follow the same system, whereby content is king. Content can be anything, can be in the form of blog articles, infographics, videos, pictures, you name it. The content must be related to your website. So your website must have a great user experience. How fast does it load? How is it to use? Does it have a compelling UI? Actually, according to from June, on June 1st, Google made new updates. They are called Web Vital updates. So this is a very great factor when it comes to ranking websites. Then the rest is title, URL, and description that we're going to tackle right on. So keywords. The number one rule of ranking on SEO is pretty much keyword. So a keyword is any term that a group of internet users use. Let's say you sell, you have a restaurant, or rather you have, you sell a shoe, but people search for butter shoes instead of sandal shoes. So if you use sandal shoes in your website rather than butter, you basically do not get targeted traffic. In fact, you're not rank because Google operates on the basis of relevancy. So whoever is more relevant based on what people are searching wins the game. This is one of the reasons why you've never searched for pizza in Nairobi and seen a website from Japan because it is not relevant. So I'll show you how to get some of these keywords for your term. Let's start with Google Trends. So I pretty much opened it before. Later. Let's do it there. So Google Trends. So Google Trends is a free tool that enables you to get the keywords that you look. Basically, it's not pretty much help with keywords, but it will tell you what people are searching for so that you can be more relevant in your website. For example, today we have the Safari rally event. So I'm pretty much say Safari rally. Just a minute, it pops up, it regulates. So you can see from June to February, there was no one was talking about the Safari rally, but all of a sudden from May 30th, it's around, the aggregate is 100%, meaning if you have a restaurant in Naivasha and you want to attract customers who are going to come and sleep over, then the term that you're supposed to be looking at is the term Safari rally, because automatically every single person is using that term online. But to make you understand it better, let's use a second free tool that you can use, Uber Suggest. So let's say you want ideas. Can somebody give me an idea? Let's use IPP. So, any ideas? Prezo, idea yote ya Kenya mtu anauzanga online.
Vitamins.
Yeah, okay, vitamins. So vitamins gani, be specific?
B complex.
B complex, yes.
Okay. So acha load. So bado hii nyingine ya free tool inaitangwa Word Tracker. So okay, another idea tukiangalia vitamin, another idea. No, but suggest one for Changi sana. This is much better. So hiking shoes, for example. So wacha tuiweke localized for Kenya. Now, Prezo.
Yes.
Your vitamins.
Mm-hmm.
This is the cost. So if you put an ad for vitamins, you'll have to pay Google 500 bob each time I click on your site, whether I buy it or I don't buy it. So the SEO difficulty is 87. So I always advise never use a search term that has an SEO difficulty of more than 50% of its aggregate. So if the aggregate is 0 to 10, it could be below 5. So ranking for this site will cost you a lot of money and more time. Let's use this. So I've used hiking shoes. Let's see what they give me. So this is a free tool. You can use it. Or alternatively, you can also use the keyword finder. So hiking shoes. Are you hanging? So the term hiking shoes has 165,000 followers, but that's too much. So if you sell shoes in Nairobi, you need to find a term that is more likely to work localized than in Nairobi. So this is for regional and international SEO. But I think you all see the idea what I'm trying to get at. For example, best hiking shoes for beginners. So this is a very good example if you're looking to sell shoes. So for your title, this can be a title, best hiking shoes for beginners, put it in the meta description, put it in the title tag, use it as a keyword 1 or 2 and build backlinks around it. Now, if you use this term, beginner hiking boots Reddit, it has 0 searches. I hope that demonstrates what I am trying to tell you. For example, the website that I'm going to be using sells in the real estate industry. So if you search houses for sale in Kitengela, let it populate. Good. So if you have houses in Karen and you have houses in Kenya, it's pretty much hard for you to target houses for sale in Kenya. But if you have houses in Karen and localize and specialize it on houses for sale in Karen, then you're more likely to get all the 1,600 monthly searches. So this also shows you how many people search for that term. Meaning, kama uko na manyumba Karen, then you'll make a lot of money if you specialize on that term and optimize your website for it. So still the same, this shows you volume, the competition index, hiking boots for women. If you sell shoes, hiking boots for women would be a good guess. 135,000 people search for shoes, though it's in the United States still. But I think you all understand the concept of keywords. So the more relevant you are, the better. As for software may populate. So IPPS has allowed me to use our website as an example. So let's say a ranking keywords, rather a keyword gap. So from my software, or rather from the software on the screen, you can see that this is IPP's website, Square Foot. Knight Frank is IPP's competitor. Buy Rent Ken is also IPP's competitor, and Optiven. So this tool enables you to spy on why your competitors are on number 1 and you're not on number 1 on Google. So if Knight Frank is on number 1 and Buy Rent Kenya is on number 1, you'll be able to see it. For example, you can see that Buy Rent Kenya is on the 2nd page of the 1st page of Google. So in a rank number 2 for the 1st page of Google, using the keyword apartments for sale in Parklands in Nairobi. So they get an average of 10 people who want to buy Parklands in Nairobi. So as for IPP, or rather for squarefoot.co.ke, I would recommend them to steal this. Okay, you basically don't steal it, but you take advantage of the keywords that give your competitors more juice and use it for your own website. So basically, that's what the website does. That's how you rank. So they rank position 2, position 4, position 3, 7, 6, and all this and all this. So these are juice that Squarefoot can take and use it for their own website. Okay, so tuendelee. I hope kila mtu ameelewa kuhusu keywords. I have been told to rush speed up a bit. So yeah. So the second aspect of ranking on Google, yes, okay, do not spy on your competitors. We've already spied on Square Foot competitors. Backlinks. So Google ranks you on three main key pillars. So the first is the keywords that you use. Second is the backlink. So a backlink is pretty much a vote. So if I vote for Prezo, that he has the best vitamins in town, and every single person votes for Prezo that he has the best vitamins in town, the next time somebody else searches on the internet for vitamins B2, vitamins B12, akaona Prezo, Prezo akona vote. Prezo has the more votes. So backlinks, okay, remember that when it comes to SEO, all votes are not equal. So there are some votes whereby, for example, if you Google backlinks for sale, you'll see Indians, the normal Indians will sell you 1 million backlinks for 150 Kenya shillings. Now, there's also another company that will sell you one backlink at 800,000 Kenya shillings. Now that's to tell that backlinks are not equal. So that one link will be equal to 1 million backlinks that you buy. And again, you're not supposed to buy backlinks, but that's part of black hat SEO. So the best backlinks are whereby you get from government websites, .gov, educational websites, .edu, press releases. For example, if umementioniwa kwa gazeti na wameacha backlink to your website, then that's a very, very good link. And forum submissions, directory submissions. We'll talk about that later on. So about backlinks. So let me show you the importance of backlinks. Let me just open my tool here. So this is Square Foot company. So Square Foot company has 25 backlinks. 12 backlinks from that gives them 25 votes. So we can be able to see which backlinks are, which is also the best strategy. If you're looking to rank using backlinks, you steal your competitors' backlinks. So for example, I know Square Foot gets the backlink from real estate. Here, they give them a backlink 102. This I'll do follow and unfollow backlinks. I have also been able to compare the backlinks with Optiven and Knight Frank. So you can see that Optiven has 86,000 backlinks. So they have 86,000 votes. Knight Frank, that always dominates the searches, has 2.1 million votes. And when you search, you'll see that Knight Frank most of the times comes first, Optiven comes first. Then of course you have Byron Kenya because of several combinations, but backlinks play a key role in becoming #1 on Google. Okay, I hope I'm not being too technical. So a free tool that you can use to check your competitors' backlink is Amref Backlink Checker. It's actually around I think it's 40K per month. But so Prezo. Hello.
Yes, I can hear you.
Give me a site of one of your competitors. I use them. Okay, so Techie sells cars. Let me show you the difference between one that has backlinks and one that does not. The last time I checked this site. Yeah, so this has 569,000 backlinks from 794 referring domains. Here you can but the software will show me all the backlinks. So the easiest way is to come, see the domains that give them the highest DR out of 100. For example, Kenya Auto Export Employer. Ensure that I have my vote there. But all this for 38 DR, they're pretty much worthless. As I said, not all votes are equal. So if your website has more links and more votes, you win the game. So I hope everybody understands the concept of backlinks and keywords. So they all play as one single combination.
Right.
So let's proceed because of time. So let's go to the last and vital factor that makes a keyword rank. So we've talked about keywords, we've talked about backlinks. Let's go to the Google Core Web Vitals. So it was a new update after the Penguin update that was done last year. So this is the new update. It was done on June. So let me talk a bit. Most of us, when we have a website, we just have a normal website, but you don't know the structure. So always insist you have a structure like this. So this is a restaurant structure. So the website has the header, Kim's Restaurant. Then it has categories, menu, locations, catering, about. Then it has subcategories, Castle, Chinatown, and neighborhood. So what this does, when Googlebot comes to the website, it needs a roadmap, barabara, inahitaji barabara. So it turns up for Kim's Restaurant. We scroll down to the subheadings, you put a menu, then it goes again, it could a location, it could a catering, and about us. Now, if I am looking for Kim's Restaurant at a given location, let's say Chinatown, then the URL should be kimsrestaurant.com. So Google comes, the bot comes to googlerestaurant.com, goes to the location, then goes to Chinatown. Okay, so it has a clear roadmap, a clear plan. Yeah, when your site will be mapped. Most of the sites, they just have Kim's Restaurant, catering, then Chinatown. Mbaya. But I understand that not every one of us is technical, but it's good to just point that out. So if you found your keywords, this is how things are supposed to be done. So you found your keywords. Let's say your keyword is house for sale, for example, house for sale in Karen. Ama Prezo, vitamin B-C. Let's say it's a keyword. You've analyzed the keywords, you've seen your competitors are using it, you've seen it on a search volume and all that. So it can be house for sale Karen instead of search engine optimization. So house for sale Karen is the primary keyword DACO, money maker. So house for sale keywords has around 1,000 pages. So it's house for sale. Then you can add in a secondary keyword and always ensure it is a hyphen. Do not put a full stop or a comma. Google haiwezi soma full stop. Haiwezi soma comma. It reads a hyphen. So it's house for sale in Karen, a secondary keyword, let's say property. Then now you can put your title square foot, or rather your homepage square foot. I hope everybody understands that. So start with the primary keyword and end with a secondary keyword. So this is something else that most people do not know. Those rich snippets do not play, rich snippets will not play a ranking factor, and when you put a keyword in the meta description, will also not play a ranking factor. It is good because inakaa vizuri in the eyes of the consumer when you know there. So, for example, Prezo, if you're selling vitamins, you have your keyword, vitamins by grandma or like the recipe. Then the snippet tells Google that this page is about vitamins because Google does not know. So it will onyesha vitamin. Then it will show the ranking of your vitamins. Now, it will not play a ranking factor, but me, as a consumer who wants to buy stuff, I will see the vitamin compared to your competitor. Here down. So your competitor does not have a vitamin. So I'll not click the site. I'll click the site that has a rich snippet. So this is just, let me zoom in the clip. So content preparation tips. The first, always have a keywords, both primary and secondary keywords. Use it in an Excel. Ensure the keyword is high volume with low competition. You do not want to go out for a field with high competition. For example, if you're a blogger and you make your money through selling ads, ad drive, it's also a model that I've used. So I can tell you the more people you want to attract, the better. So you may be tempted to go for high volume keywords. Now, the problem with high volume keywords is if you do not have the money to compete for that high volume keywords, utakuwa umewaste effort yako yote. That's why I'm insisting for high volume keywords with low competition. It's the easiest way to rank and the easiest way to get it. Then the content must be relevant. If, for example, you write a blog or write something about it, if Google sees your title tags, talks about vitamins, your meta tags has vitamins in it, but your content is talking about lions, shoes, then your site will never rank because basically it says you're confused. So the work of Google is to give relevant content. The easiest way, once again, to know how many keyword, how many blog, or rather how many words your blog must have to spy on your competitors. So if your competitors have a 1,000 word blog, then I would prefer you have a 2,000 word blog. In fact, the easiest way to rank, okay, it's not rather to rank, but to be more relevant is to always have your blogs at least 2,000 words. They're more relevant that way. And of course, the last step, measure your results. To ensure you have Google Analytics set up. In Google Search Console. So this is the fun part, local SEO. For example, let me go back to Scaffold. So I'm almost winding up. House for sale in Karen. House for sale in Karen. Now, all these are ads. The ad, this an ad, this an ad, this an ad. Most people don't click ads. They will pay around 16 bob for that. No one is going after house for sale in Karen, and this is a good thing. So, Madam IPP, I would say, if you sell houses in Karen and specialize on Karen as one web page, you'd actually be able to dominate and get 1,600 people who are searching for a house in Karen. They can be brokers, they can be buyers, but most probably they're buyers. I'm a brokers. So now, there are two ways you can do this. You can have house for sale in Karen.co.k. Have a Google map on it for house for sale in Karen.co.k instead of Squarefoot. So you can have house for sale in Karen.co.k driving traffic to Squarefoot. Now, what this does is if any person searches for house for sale in Karen, you'll always be here after the ads. You're not supposed to be Knight Frank. It's easier to fight Knight Frank, beat it and win. I'm golden, beat it and win. Because at the end of the day, Knight Frank is not specialized for Karen alone. It has only used the title, properties for sale in Karen, which is good. But their URL, their unique locator is www.knightfrank.com. If it was house for sale in Karen.com, then Google, you didn't even need much effort to rank for all houses in Karen. So you simply have a domain, drive traffic from your site to it, and you'll be here right now. So 75% of the 1,600 people will most probably click the company. OPAO, so when it comes to local SEO, you're a dentist, you're a doctor, you sell shoes in a localized area. This is the easiest. Local SEO is pretty much the easiest to rank because you're more relevant than anyone who's regional and international. So the first, set up a DMB. A DMB is basically Google My Business. It's free. Just set it up. Take advantage of business directories. Business directories in the yellow pages. So the old yellow pages that you used to have, there are hundreds of yellow pages online whereby you can list your business. Just say, I'm a dentist, Westlands, your name, address and phone number. That's it. So when Google crawls all these websites, they'll find you there. Now, ensure that your NAP is consistent. NAP is pretty much name, address, and phone number. If you've listed in 50 directories, ensure that the name, address, and phone number in all 50 directories are the same. Google cannot reason, it cannot think, I do it. So if it is inconsistent, you will not rank for that term because you're confusing everyone. So use local target keywords. If the term meno for teeth is more relevant in Westlands, then use meno on your page, on your content. So create local content. If you're a dentist, talk about dentistry, ongea kidogo kuhusu Westlands, that's it. But usiwahi fanya more than 2 paragraphs. Then manage your reviews. Most of the times, unaweza ona kwa Google mtu have a negative review. So don't leave it as that. Respond to the negative review. Google will not know what you said, but it will indicate that as a social signal. Now, as I finish up, I pray that I have not been too technical. Now, as I finish up, every single person at a data website. Now, things to consider. There are very, very many programming languages. So on a Flash, JavaScript, Python, C++, and all that, but basics will always win. CSS and HTML. Tell the coders that build the website, the programmers that you require to be done in CSS, HTML, Python, or C++. Now, the reason I'm saying this is because Google bots cannot read any language that is made from Flash and JavaScript. Google will say they can, but from experience, they can't. So CSS and HTML are basic markup languages. They still create good websites for you, but Google bots will be able to read them. Now, the second tip, Google does not read an image. Whether you have an image of a gun, whether you have an image of a shoe, an image of a car, whatever you're selling, Google cannot read images. Ikifika kwa image, when the robot reaches where the image is, it only sees blur. It will know it's an image, but it will not tell what it is. So always ensure the image has an alt tag. So in the case for square foot, if you sell a house and it does not have an alt tag on it, then that house is pretty much useless in the eyes of Google. It does not know which house it is. It will know it's an image, but it will not know what it is. Then the third point, have a robot.txt file created. So a robot.txt file tells Google what to troll and not what to troll. So Google, in a Jonga website, yako based on a link. So if you come to a link, if it comes to IPP's link, for example, IPP Fred, okay, bado hujatoka lakini anyway. So if it comes to a website and finds a link to IPP Esther's website, that's how it's going to track IPP Esther's website. But remember, Google will troll everything that it sees on that website. Now, let's assume you're a bank and you have a customer data and customer information. If you're a bank and you have customer data and customer information, you do not want the information on the internet because they will troll it. They cannot tell that this data should not be trolled and this should be trolled. So that's why you have a robot.txt file. It tells Google, if you pick up, this is private property, do not troll this. Otherwise, that's why most of the time you read on the newspaper that a single bank, data from a bank has leaked. In most cases, it's not because hackers leaked it, but it's because the information is easily available on the internet. So you just say, you search your name and your bank account number and you see it. So you're like, the people who designed the system did not put a robot.txt file. Now have an XML sitemap. So once again, Google cannot just find your site. In fact, it takes an average of 1 to 2 months before Google indexes you. That's why when you create an XML sitemap, you tell Google that you have a page, index this site. So the other one is schema. If you run an e-commerce shop, if you run recipes, if you have an event, Google cannot read it. For example, you say, I have an event at Rotary, the time is 2 p.m., the price is this, the price is, Google cannot read that. Google reads sentences. Here, in the eyes of Google, that's gibberish. So that's why you have schema. So schema tells Google that this is a recipe, this is an event, this is this, and this is that. Now, present the permission. Okay. So I've been requested to do this by IPP. So this is a site audit for squarefoot.co.k. So just 1 minute. So the owner of squarefoot.co.k, you already have 12 error codes. So 404 error is a broken link. Google does not like broken links. It means Google cannot transition from one page to the other without any stress. So the 404 errors need to be fixed if you're going to rank and compute with the net rank and optimal and so on. You need a robot.txt file to tell Google what to troll and what not to troll, a sitemap. Always ensure that you have a www version. HTTPS is more secure, but I think you already have that unless you're not using the paid version. And pages 302 redirect. This should change. This is a permanent redirect. So every single time a person comes to a page, they find the page missing. So Google disqualifies you for that because it goes against their web core vitals. So 2 big pages, 31, and broken links such as 401 have to be fixed. Empty meta tags, duplicate titles, too long titles, and all that. Anyway, so yeah, Prezo. So maybe sasa ni introduce website sasa. I think my presentation is major. Hello.
Yes, Rotarian Kamau, please go ahead.
I hope sijaenda mbio sana.
Well, I know that members will have a chance to ask a few questions, and those who might have gotten lost can always get in touch and confirm and clarify anything that they may not have gotten.
Yeah, I've tried my best not to be too technical. Anyway, so the new website is up. I made a mistake and bought a .com domain. So once that is fixed, it will be Rotary Club of Nairobi.org. So at the moment we're using the company's domain, so we set it up at rotary.org.com. So, but before the weekends, yote itakuwa sawa. So the theme and the style was based on guidelines from RI, Rotary International, whereby we have the homepage. Just a pointer. We did not put any content because there's basically no wording on it. So I'm calling maybe members, if you can contribute to the wording part, it would be nice. So this goes on your left side. Your left side was created so that when you want to navigate through pages, instead of scrolling back up, you can simply click on your left side and all that and all that. So we have Rotary, our stories. So on our story sections, you'll be able to talk what we've done, what we've not done. Become a member button. So once you click it, you will be able to sign up. The email goes to current admins, and yeah, supporting us enables us to, I don't know, people buy a t-shirt or something, it's linked to an e-commerce site. So hold our meetings, this is pretty much the homepage. Colors once again, and the theme based on RI. So every time we have a guest speaker, the secretary will be able to put the poster here on this side, on the left side. Then on the right side, there will be the speaker name, the topic, and a little bit about the speaker. So once you click register, you will be able to register for the event. We're still trying to see whether I can pull up API for Google Sheets, because that's what we're currently. On the below side, we'll have a video. There's no video.
I'm not.
Please mute yourself, Karugo. Karugo, mute yourself. Wilson.
So below this section, we'll have a video. So the video, I'm thinking about to create a good video during the incoming inauguration, whereby, I don't know, maybe mnaweza dance, mnaweza kula, fun anything. This club video, it's for us to decide whatever you want to eat. So every single person just come here, we have a video, do pretty much anything you want about it. So yeah. This will be the news and updates. So each time we have an upcoming event, it will just be populated on this side or on this side or on this side. It doesn't matter. So the footer is pretty much SEO, though Rotary does not need SEO. It's not making money. But yeah, you put that in mind. So we have an about us section. Pretty much about Rotary. On our board, so we'll have pictures of the current board members. So once you hover it, it will spin and say whether it's the president. So a little bit about the president, a little bit about the secretary, a little bit about the APP or anyone. Then a little bit about me. Then this section is for past club presidents, whereby you'll all be here. We have David Asti, Carlos, Angela, Frederick, Tatiana, okay. Hoping it was our, but remember we don't have the content. So once we get the content, we'll be able to finally hand over the website to Gigiri. Then it acquires as a property of Gigiri, but everything is now property of Gigiri. We just not yet handed it over because we do not have the content, the word. So once again, this side is blank because we do not have the wording and the content, but supposed to hover. Once you click what we do, it hovers a little bit about it. So not focus about that. This is our latest projects and so on, tree planting. Yeah, so then you have news and updates. So news and updates will be able to call in from the main RI if they give us access to it, but I don't know, maybe we'll see. If they give us access to their server, which I highly doubt they will, we'll be able to just get the information directly to Rotary Club. So they're linkable, but they have no information because there's no information about it. So on your left side, you'll be able to see various news articles that will populate based on relevancy. So the older it is, inaendeki kwa nyuma. So the more relevant it is, it's on the first tab, then it goes to the second, the third, the fourth, the fifth, as such. Yeah. Then we were requested to create an e-commerce section. Okay, so okay, but anyway, so we created an e-commerce section for the club. Not sure why it's not loading. Okay, so we'll have that fixed before we hand over the project officially to the club. Then we'll be able to connect it with API for payments, whereby if you pay automatically, the message goes to the admin section, and the message goes to whoever is in charge of the t-shirts and all that, and any other merchandise product that's going to be sold. So pretty much this is a different part of the website, but it's still linked to the website. But I'm confident by the time we are done with Wadi, we'll be able to integrate payments and this. Now the problem arose whereby we're not sure whether people need to register to buy an app or whether they can just buy it online, but that's for you to decide. And I pretty much think that's the website. Yeah, the website goes out. So back to you, Prezo.
Wow, thank you so much, Rotarian Kamau. That was a lot of stuff, but you've been able to condense it and do it within a very short time, and I commend you for that. And right now, I'd like to open the floor. We are already way over time, but one or two burning questions. If there's anybody who has a burning question or comment before we call in the vote of thanks.
Prezo, may I?
Yes, you may, Pipi.
Mine is just to commend Robert. That was awesome. We have learned a lot, especially about our website. And I'm glad at this time we are getting a website. We have got so much we take for granted and we don't do. Thank you also for showing us about our company, our website. Unfortunately, we are developers. We are not, we don't sell houses per se. We are developers, we develop them. So maybe that's where the disconnect was coming. But thank you so much. Everything you have told us is very, very informative. Come again.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Any other comment or question?
I can say something. Thank you, Robert, for the presentation. I think I'll look for you because I also need to redo my website and also get to understand about that topic. It was a bit not really complex. Let me not use that word. But it was a very interesting engagement. Thank you for that.
Thank you, Rotarian Marilyn. Any other comment? Okay, for me, I can say that it's not the first time I'm hearing the presentation. I understand it better today than the first time I heard it from Rotarian Robert. He explains very well. It's just that the content, you have to hear it once or twice to really understand it, how it works out. But the key thing is that he's able to rank your website so that it's visible to people on Google. And when people search whatever service you're offering, you're number one, and definitely they'll buy from you. So it's a very unique idea, and it's something that is well worth listening to and applying to your website, so that you can be able to get as much traffic and as much business from your website as possible. I've seen in the past where you get a website, it just stays there. It doesn't do anything. Nobody calls you from that website, and you're spending money in hosting and all that. And you're wondering, why did I even put up this thing? So it's a very, very powerful thing and tool for any business person out there. So I'm now going to go on to the vote of thanks, and I will invite Honorable Lily Kabaya to just give the vote of thanks. Lily, are you there?
Yes, Mr. President. Can you hear me? Hello?
We can hear you, but we'd love to see you since you have been lost for so long. We want to make sure it's Lily.
And not an imposter. All right. Let me just do that right away.
Who has taken your voice.
Okay. Just give me a minute as I switch this on. I hope I am visible.
Yes,
I apologize for the bad lighting.
No, it's okay. Go for it.
Right. Good evening, everybody. It's amazing to see you all today. We may have been apart for a while, but our spirits are always together. The spirit of Rotary. Our guest speaker, Rotarian Robert, thank you so much for taking the time to come speak to us today. They say that time is the greatest gift that we can give. And today you've given us the greatest gift of them all. We've learned a lot. Now I know new fancy terms like SEOs, GMB, and I'll throw them around so I can look IT savvy sometimes. But really, as we transition to a digital era, which maybe we are catching up with really fast post-COVID, I would say that this talk could not have come at a better time. We are all trying to make a living online right now. And sometimes we wonder, what possibly is wrong? Is it that my website is not good enough? Is it that my product is not good enough? Is it the design that's hard to navigate? Why is it that I'm not getting hit? While in fact, there's a clear process to it all. So thank you for opening our eyes. It was a bit technical, I must say, but I'm sure the next time when you come, we will have understood it, better. We'll have more questions and we'll be able to interact, at a much better level. And karibu sana, over and over again. Thank you very much. And also for the website, it's working really, really well. It's hard to get design and functionality right, and you're a talented man, so thanks. And for our president, I know this is your last time when you're chairing as president. It's been a great, great honor and joy to walk this journey with you. Thank you for leading us with grace and integrity. And you've navigated these new times really well. It's, online fellowships at a time when people can't meet. So, asante sana, Prezo. And to everybody, the whole family of Rotary, you've been totally amazing. Thank you so much for making time to come to this talk. And we hope that we'll have more fellowships together. Have a good night, everybody.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Lily, for that vote of thanks. I think Rotarian Kamau feels so good now that he's been given a vote of thanks by Amhesh. I think He's a lucky dude. I think it's because he's the last speaker for my ear. That's why he gets a vote of thanks from Muheshimiwa. So thank you so much for that. Moving on, we are going to go to our SAA. And that will be CP Melvis will be stepping in for our SAA tonight. CP, are you there?
Yes, I am. Still at work. Anyway, we're not going to have any fines since it's the last meeting for President Fred. What we can say is that it was a great year having served with you and serving in your board, and the rest of the members from the Rotary Club of Nairobi Gigiri. It was an awesome year, awesome people, always supportive. I can say that. The way PP Angela and IPP Esther were sharing the story, saying that whenever they're going for the DCA, it's always, they used to say they're always having 100% attendance. And I can say we have seen a growth in Rotary Club of Giri. And today we're not going to have any fines. I'm going to welcome all the happies in the house. And I know everybody is happy because it has been an awesome year. This is our last day to have our fellowship. And looking forward to have a new and a great year coming. Jeff, I know you'll take us to another level. I know you got us. So I'm going to welcome all the happies in the house. And to start off, I'll start with mine. I'm going to give 2 happies. One goes to all the members of the Rotary Club of Gigiri. Everybody feel appreciated and for the support. The other happy goes to President Fred. Salute you, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Happy? Guys, if you're not happy, you are sad.
I can go?
Yes, you can.
Yes, you can.
3 happies. One is for the presentation from Robert. The second one is for our outgoing president and the team. The third one is for the incoming president and the team.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Rotarian Melilin. More happies?
I have a happy.
Yes, Rotarian Mukami.
Sorry, I'm putting my son to bed, so I can't put on my video.
Okay.
I think I have $3 happy. One for the great speaker we've had. I think that is very useful, especially in this digital age. The second one is for myself. This is the last day as guest speaker, secretary, and I can't wait to sit back and wait for guests. And the third is for President Fred and President Jeff combined. As you leave and as you come, we look forward to a great year. And thank you for the great year as well. Sorry.
Thank you so much, Rotarian Mukami. Na mtoto apone, akunywe dawa apone. More happy?
Ni homa za shule, thank you.
Okay. More happies?
CP Melvis, my hand has been up literally.
Sorry, IPP, sorry. Carry on.
I have my 5 happies. The first happy is to the best speaker we've had. Not to say that the others weren't the best, but this one just resonates with me and resonates with the current day of living online. Thank you so much, Rotary and Robert. The other one goes to our Prezo. It's been a long year. Finally, it has come to an end, but you've been the best jolly guy around. So we celebrate you today as we look into Jeff's year. So the third happy goes to incoming President Jeff. You're gonna have a lovely moment. You have been left with very good Rotarians. Kindly take care of us when you come on board. Then last but not least is to all of us who have been here today. As we move on to the new year, I'm looking forward to have people who have been missing in action like Rotarian Lilian. Wamefufuka, prezo fufua wote wakuje. Thank you.
Thank you so much, IPP Esther. Indeed, we need to have them coming back to this great club. More happies.
Rotarian Lilian's hand is up.
Okay. Mheshimiwa, carry on.
My happies today are 5. One is for the guest speaker, because I've learned so much, asante sana. And one is for all Rotarians who've made time to attend today. One is for those who have fufukad, like myself. And then the last two will go to our outgoing and incoming presidents. President Jeff, we look forward to the new year. And I'm sorry, I have to log off. It's been a very good night. Asanteni sana.
Thank you so much, Rotarian Lily. More happies.
Melvis, I have.
Okay, PN Modoni, carry on.
I have 2 happies.
Yes.
The first one is to our great speaker and web developer, Lieutenant Robert. That was really fantastic. And the second one goes to the great leadership of this club. Thank you, Fred, for leading us this year. And as you know, we're turning the year, PJ, we are looking forward. So yeah, that is it for me.
Thank you so much, PN Modoni. Thank you, thank you. More happies.
CP Melvis?
Yes, Rotarian Robert.
I have 2 happies.
Yes.
One is for the outgoing Prezo. He has sold my grandmother vitamins na anasema humu miku. So vitamins zake zinafanya kazi. Then unajua leadership, I've only known him from January. So anyway, one goes to him. And the other one goes to myself. I feel good. I've been introduced like I'm Mheshimiwa. So yes, I feel good. Naitango Robert, leo nimeitwa Rotarian Robert. Yes.
Thank you so much, Rotarian Robert. More happies.
Okay, CP Melvis, let me go with $5 happy.
Yes, Prezo.
One to the entire club for the year that has been. It's been great being at the helm, and it's been a joy serving you guys. I've had a lot of fun, a lot of excitement interacting with you guys. I must say that our club is blessed with very, very good people with very good hearts, and people are very friendly, approachable, and I mean, people are just down to earth. So that one happy goes there. Another happy is to the team that is coming in with P. Jeff and the team. Karibuni sana. I know you're going to take the team to the next level. The other happy is to my board for helping me steer the club. You really cannot do it without a board, and they've made life easy for me. Anytime I needed to do something or get something done, I would call upon them and they would be there. You know, sometimes when you're a president, it can get a bit lonely, especially if you call somebody and then they're not picking your calls and you need them to do something. CP Melvis, you know how it is. You've been a president a couple of times.
Yes.
So I must say that I've had a very supportive board and they've always been there for me. And they've actually, they've never let me down, I must say that. Then the other happy is for our speaker for tonight, Rotarian Robert. He's done a wonderful job and he does a very good service. And I think he's somebody that we need to hold very closely He'll make you very, very rich with the things that, with what he has shared tonight. It's something that can get you a lot of traffic and also gets to make you quite a bit of money. The last happy is for today's session, generally for the team. And for the end of the year, it's just a celebration for the end of the year. We thank God that you're still here in spite of COVID and everything. We are here. We are not a statistic. God has kept us here. So thank you, CP.
Thank you so much, Prezo Fred. I'm still waiting the happy from the president incoming, P. Jeff. You must be happy.
Hi guys. Hi CP Melvis.
Hi.
Thank you so much. Sorry, I was multitasking, but
Yes.
I've been following the proceedings.
Mm-hmm.
I want to give my $5 happy. Of course, 3 of them go to our speaker for the day, Robert. That was a very insightful presentation. Then 2 of them go to the rest of the club for just making this happen, for participating. And just to reiterate what President Fred has said, the support has been awesome. I also want to thank President Fred for the, for the training he's been giving me, for the support as I take over the leadership, and of course to the rest of the membership for the support. So I look forward to the coming year, and I look forward to the same kind of, fellowship with everyone else. So those are my 5 happies, CP Melvis. Back to you.
Thank you so much, Prezo, incoming President Jeff.
I have many titles. I accept all of them.
These terms are confusing.
All of them. I accept all of them.
But for the next meeting, now you'll be the president. Now I think we are trying to get used to it.
No problem. No problem.
Okay. More happies.
Okay, it appears like I think we are really out of time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe we can wrap it up.
I think I can give it back to you now, Prezo, and then
Okay.
maybe we wind up the meeting. But thank you so much, and everybody, God bless you all. Thank you.
Thank you so much, CP Melvis, for that